All right, this will be a quick video about how to remove the Evap gasoline recapturing system in the Piaggio Fly 150. This is the second generation Fly 150, so made from year 2014 to 2019. After that, they have changed the name and design of the Fly a little bit and called it Piaggio Liberty. Pretty much the exact same engine, 450cc. And a slight, or like I would say a small improvement in terms of the efficiency of the engine, but otherwise it's still the same. So if you're thinking about removing the Evap system, which is looking like this, a big black box with a little capturing system over here and a little red little looking thing like that, they are all connected. So basically what you have to do on the Fly 150 second gen, remove the top seat, which is held by 6 screws, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So unscrew those 6 screws, you can easily take the top cover off. All right, and since I'm here, it's perfect time to show you how to disassemble the top. Okay, you need the included tool, and you'll find the Torx wrench right here. This is the Torx. Unplug the the Phillips, putting the torque, and open up the back. And just start unscrewing 6 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make sure you don't lose your key inside, okay? So with those 6 screws removed, we should be able to access the vacuum tube again after removing the Evap system. All the screws are loose. You can literally just close this, lift it up. It will come off as easy. And the next step is removing 2 lines. Okay, so there is supposedly on the right side of the scooter, if you're sitting on the scooter, there is a hose which I actually changed the direction of. So the hose is right there. That's a gasoline escape or drain hose that's connected to the gas tank right under there. When you see that hose, you need to disconnect it from this little thing. Okay, so disconnect it, leave that hose alone, don't touch it for now. The next thing is just take this little box. You're gonna know what it looks like. This little box, this big box, which are gonna be on the right side. Big box sits over here, small box sits over here. Remove those 2 with that hose disconnected to the gasoline tank. So that escape hose is gonna be rerouted. What I did is trying to find that hose right there. You see it squeezes in between. I rerouted it to the little hole over there. So basically that's a intake hole for the air, for cooling of the air-cooled engine right here. And for now, I'm gonna leave it there, and eventually I will have to find a way to change this escape route somewhere proper by making it shorter and far away from the exhaust and the engine, as far away as possible. Right now, my temporary solution is just to vent it over here, but eventually, again, for you guys, take your time to properly route it, extend it, just get it away from the hot system. So the gas that's escaped, or if you tip their scooter over, the gas that comes out from the tank does not cause a burn or fire. Okay, so that's very important. The gasoline drain pipe, you need to properly route it. The next step, again, rip everything off And the thing is gonna, with a line somewhere, it goes over into this little hole right here. Okay, this is a fuel injected model, version 2, 3 valve. There is a brass looking hole right here. You need to make sure this hole is plugged using a vacuum plug. Right now I do not have a proper size vacuum plug, but I am getting one. So a proper size vacuum plug is quarter inch. You need to get a 1/4 inch vacuum plug to plug this brass looking hole properly, because this needs to be vacuum. There's no air that can go in here. If the air goes in here, your scooter you're gonna stall and it's not gonna start properly. The reason I removed this is because my scooter stalls pretty badly, and despite the fact I already did the valve clearance adjustment, all the parts in here are like new. Air filter is new, there's no blockage in the air filter, and my engine still stalls, sometimes, you know, during the start or at the low speed, and it's just really frustrating. With this evap system removed, so far I haven't experienced any stalling of the engine or the hard starting. You know, every time when I try to start the scooter, it hasn't stalled yet. So I'm thinking that evap system is old. This is at least 10, 11 years. It either needs to be replaced, or, you know, you need to have it removed so it doesn't bog down the engine and just causing it to not start. So just to quickly recap, on the fuel injector, under the fuel injector, you need to remove the plug. You need to remove that hose and plug this with a vacuum plug. Okay, and the second is you need to properly route that gasoline escape pipe right there, that one. Route it to somewhere as far away from the hot engine or the exhaust as possible. You don't want the gasoline to drip on anything. So again, this for me is not proper. I need to find a better way to route it, and that takes time. So eventually I need to get this far away from exhaust as possible. Again, very important, do not let this come anywhere close to the exhaust or the hot engine. Okay, so that's the two most important thing. Otherwise you can just rip this thing off and call it a day, and I think you should be able to restart your engine properly. All right, at the end of this video, I actually bought proper vacuum caps. The vacuum cap that you're going to be using for the Piaggio Fly 150 is going to be the internal diameter of 1/4 inch. Okay, the length doesn't really matter that much. Like if it's too long, you can always cut it short. But I think the reason they give you this long hose is that later on, if you need to customize it, you can cut it short. And this is one of the most common diameter vacuum tube that you're going to be using for the Piaggio, at least. And they also have a few other assortments. This one I bought on Amazon for only, I think, $6.99 plus tax, so super cheap. And it does look like it's quality made, feels like it's made of rubber. And all we have to do as a last step is take off my, you know, homemade vacuum tube sealer and put this proper one on there, and the scooter should start without any issues. So we're gonna go find out. I'm gonna disassemble my scooter's top again and just show you guys once the top is disassembled. Now I'm gonna show you the evap system again. This is a vacuum cap that I used that was not the right size with the gloves that I cut off. So let's use a proper one. Okay, so this is again 1/4 inch, and this one should fit in there perfectly. Okay, so let's give it a try. Yeah. All right, it fits perfect. I could cut this short just a little bit, but I don't think there's any need. It already stuck in there pretty nicely. Okay, so that's a vacuum cap, and that's how you're gonna properly plug that brass colored intake or exhaust, whatever that little tube is. And again, to recap what we did yesterday, we removed the evap system, took this out, and redirected the hose right here. This is gas overflow hose. I just redirected to the front and it's showing up here. And again, as I said, I need to put it at a better place. And this is a white collar, and he is our backdoor community cat. He just comes around and eat every day and then catches mice for us. Super nice cat. Okay, but yeah, very easy to do. And so just quickly, I'm gonna try to start the bike. Hopefully it starts. Okay, so hopefully it doesn't disappoint me. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna put my key in there, and it's on the center stand, so it should work. Works great. And so I'm pretty sure the Evap system was causing the bike to stall during the initial start, and sometimes when I'm riding it still stalls. That is the Evap system. With that removed, the bike is going to run very, very smooth. No issues. There's no weird sound in the valves because I did the valve clearance. So the bike is, you know, gonna last another 6, 7, 8,000 miles without any issues, at least, I hope. All right, so I hope you guys found this video helpful. And if you did, please do hit the like button or subscribe to my channel. I'll post the link down below where you can get this vacuum cap for like $7. You definitely need this. And also think about rerouting your gas escape too. Okay, that's it. So again, very easy to do job, but kind of important if your bike is always stalling at start or doesn't, you know, feed the gasoline into the engine properly, and that Evap system is probably the cause. All right, so if you guys have any questions, again, feel free to ask me in the comment section down below. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, please do hit the like button or subscribe, and I should have more scooter, motorcycle maintenance videos out for you guys. Thanks again, and take care.